And we're live. Thank you for joining us. We're back. This is session 4 of The Horizon, an easy D6 hacked system. We're playing with my friends here, Max Boivin as Alan Richer and Phil the Thrill playing Brick Kiernan. First name John, given name John, but everyone loves his handle so much they keep on saying, hey, that's a great handle. Brick is his nickname. Where we left off, The Horizon is in Branch Station in orbit around the planet Eberline. And we join the Horizon in the large hangar dry dock facility of Branch Station, gleaming clean metal surfaces, rust nowhere to be found. And on the horizon, Alan, Brick, and their passenger from the planet Eberline. This is Evelyn.
Standing in the mess hall of the ship near the pastoral that goes down the ship with Evelyn. Cup in my hand, drinking that. So you want a bit of bourbon for that?
Thought you'd
And
never ask.
I walk toward the cupboard under the coffee maker. I open it up, I look around. Not there to be found. Turn around and say, I'll be right back. And I head toward the engineering bay.
I slam a quarter full bottle of bourbon down on the console and typing away furiously at this as I'm sitting in the bridge. The server is hooked up into the console again, key inserted, and I'm typing away, trying to re-access the files I had before.
Roll hacking. The sheer quantity of files, a labyrinthian maze of folders and subfolders and strange headings under directories. There's just a mountain of information.
I click on a button on my console, trying to ping the comms. I say, Alan, you there?
It's our afternoon engineering bay. I hear the com beeping. Yeah? What's up, Brick?
Hey, come up here when you get a chance.
You on the bridge?
Yep.
You have any bourbon here?
No. Take the bottle and put it in the cubby.
I let go of the button, and I'm looking in Brick stuff. Looking for a bottle of bourbon. Fuck's sake, this motherfucker. I'm sure you got some. Looking under the desk. Can't find anything. I go back to head back toward the bridge. Go back to the mess hall.
Evelyn,
Look at Evelyn.
so
I'm still working on that. Give me a minute.
oh,
I head toward the bridge.
just drinking away.
Brick.
Evelyn follows to the bridge, coffee in hand. What's going on? She asks.
I go, yeah, Evelyn, how you doing? Alan,
I bring my coffee cup, my arm with my coffee cup, and I shake it a bit.
And I say, I grab the bottle out of the side cubby, put it on his console that he usually uses. I say, anyways, This is a lot. It's going to take me a long time getting through all this digital wallet.
Just give me a minute. I put my coffee cup down. I grab the bottle. I go toward Evelyn. I put a little dab in there. I say, "Can you wait for us in the mess hall? I need to talk to Brick some private matter. If you don't mind."
Yeah, sure. She points at a flashing light on the console. Looks like you guys got a message.
Yeah,
She
don't worry
takes
about
a sip and starts walking out.
I look at it surprised. I know.
I put a drop of bourbon in my coffee as well. Put the bottle back down. I sit down on my usual station.
I say, I think so. Isabella knows that I know about the server, but she doesn't know that you know about the server. Or at least we can kind of say that, right? Do you think that's a reasonable strategy?
I don't know.
Well, if I get asked about the server, the jig's up, unless we're risking our lives or the brig. So I gotta hide. I can't talk to any authorities.
Can
know what I
we
mean?
do?
Get that plausible deniability? Does that make sense?
Do we know if she got a chance to look into it?
I don't know. She had the key in it when she brought it, but I think she was in a hurry. She knew what it was.
And when she did, she probably didn't have time to browse much deep.
That's what I'm hoping.
Could we do a swap of the innards?
Do you mean replace it entirely?
Yeah.
Probably be easier than what I'm trying to do. I don't know what kind of securities, what kind of physical protocols are on this server here.
Oh yeah.
I pick up the shard and just kind of looking at it physically. Physical inspection. What if maybe I can contact David again?
I'm not a big fan of David, to be honest.
I feel like with Evelyn, we have a pretty good go-between between David and us. You know what I mean? He's like his daughter or something.
I don't trust her.
Nah, I don't know. I hit the red button that's blinking to hear the message.
The voice of Isabel Branch. Gentlemen, call me back. Call me back. Another voice in the background. Isabel, they're 3 thieves and brigands. Let me send in security. No. Call me back. Brick, Alan, listen, we need to talk. You have something I need. My mother died for that.
I look over.
Call me back. And then it clicked.
Shaking my head as the message plays at Alan. I think the jig's up, man. If we want to salvage any kind of goodwill, I think we just got to play it straight with these guys.
I was tempted to do that, right? I told you, I'm sure we're going to be rewarded generously somehow.
Well, we still can. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can play it like you didn't know that we had the server.
Yeah, but now with those guys, locking us down and forbidding us to leave. I don't like that.
We give them the server, they'll let us leave. That's all they want.
We sell them the server.
So you want to go hard? You want to play it hard?
I don't want to play it for free. Let's ask her how much it's worth for them. How much do you think it's worth?
Millions at least. If what she was saying is true. I don't think we're in a place to negotiate here, Alan. It's all physical, and she just has to get her hands on it. They can beat it out of us. Right now, we have the goodwill of saving her life.
Could we?
Maybe we can get a job. I don't know.
Could we destroy the thing?
Well, certainly we can.
Could we do give us money, let us leave, or this thing is toast kind of deal?
I guess so. What does that look like? Just like rubbing my forehead like this.
Kind of look like ransom, I guess.
How do you give them the server while we're off the base or off the station?
We jettison it in space.
I think they're watching us. I don't think we have a move. I think we have to pretend like we've all been on their team the entire time to get any kind of value out of this.
I'm not on their team. The only team I'm on is the Horizon team. We went to a lot. I just want to make sure we're getting paid.
Okay, well then let's make that clear to them.
Yeah. Why did Evelyn didn't tell us that Divot was this kind of a machine man or some shit?
I don't know. Maybe she didn't know either. She thought he was dead too. At least that's the impression I got.
I don't know.
We're giving him the server, right?
I'll let you deal with that.
Yeah, easy come, easy go, right? I hit the buttons on the terminal.
That's my line. I grab my coffee and I go back in the mess hall.
Station picks up immediately. Yes, Horizon. This is Branch Station.
Hi, is Isabella Branch there? We got a message from her.
She's right here.
I'm like rolling my eyes, Alan, as he walks out of the door. Say, Isabella, how are you feeling?
I'm drugged up quite a bit, Brick, but I can't thank you enough. You saved my life.
I couldn't just let you bleed out on the floor in that crazy vault.
Well, I haven't forgotten about it. My tensions are high here. The loss of my mother is gonna really affect the station, and well, she was dear to many people here. And anyway, I think it's best if we can meet. There's a voice in the background. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah, sure. Do you? Well, I think it's your brother. He said we were basically prisoners here.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
I think Clarence... I think Alan didn't know about the server, so he didn't understand really what the equipment was. I think there was a miscommunication there with him.
So you've looked at it then?
Why? What?
How did you know it was a server?
It looks like a server.
Oh, I forget. You're from Offworld. Most of the ground pounders down on Eberlean surface wouldn't know what it is.
Well, I mean, I did look at it.
You did. What do you think?
It's exactly what you said it was.
Okay. Well, we should meet, and the sooner the better. No, I said I'm fine, she says to someone else.
Are you in trouble? Do you need help?
My doctor is quite concerned, says I should be in bed rest,
Oh.
but this is too important. It can't wait.
Well, why don't we come see you?
Yes.
You stay
I'll
in
send
bed.
someone to pick you up.
All right, that sounds great, Isabella.
And again, Brick, thank you. No, thank you, Brick.
Right. Well, happy to help.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
I just have a sickly looking look on my face. Disconnect the call.
In the mess hall, I'm in the mess hall of my coffee with bourbon. I look at Evelyn. And I say, so what's the deal with David?
What do you mean? What's the deal?
Is this kind of machine man?
Well, he's always in that suit, as long as I can remember. Ever since I was a little girl. How's that? I don't even know what his face looks like.
You didn't thought there was
what
a good thing to tell us before we went there?
You didn't ask.
Kind of relevant.
What's relevant? How he looks? What does that matter?
Well,
I don't even know how he looks. I figured it was all his mysterious, man behind the mask,
My partner shot him 4 times in the face and he didn't die. So that kind of matter.
You shot him 4 times in the face?
Yes.
When were you going to tell me
He
that you
didn't
had
die.
killed Divot?
He didn't die. I just told you.
You shot him 4 times and he was still fine? How is that even possible?
He came back improved. Who can even say?
I press the button on the intercom. An escort's coming. It's real solemn.
A white rectangle of light visible from the cockpit of the Horizon as one of the access doors to the dry dock facility opens. Clarence and 2 others step out. One of them's carrying a briefcase, an honest to goodness leather briefcase. He steps a few paces in and then waits.
Evelyn, so what's your feeling about David maybe dying?
Well, I'm just sad I wasn't there to see it happen, but you told me he didn't die. He came back improved. I remember when I was a teenager, there was a big explosion on the casino. People said that someone had tried to take out Divot, but as far as I was concerned, he was back the next day.
I'm leaning
Cat
up
came
against,
back, so to speak.
I lean up against the entrance to the mess area. I say, "Yeah, I think they're here."
I turn toward the ramp.
Do you want me to come? Evelyn says.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Yeah, I guess. Sure, why not?
Cheeks a little rosy from the bourbon in her coffee. She puts the cup down, grabs her cowboy hat off the table.
Actually,
I look at Clarence coming up and I whisper to Brick, I fucking hate that guy, man.
I say, actually, why don't you stay here? Make sure no one messes with the ship. Is that all right?
Sure, I guess I'll babysit your ship.
Nah, I think it's... You think so?
Thanks. Yeah.
But I'm sure glad that you guys are always on the same page, she says in a huff, turns on her heel and stomps back to the galley. I'm having another coffee and bourbon.
I think you should come with us.
Sound of a hat being thrown against the booth of the galley.
Yeah, good luck finding any. I start walking towards the back.
I step down the ramp. I grab my jacket that I throw off by the side.
Maybe we can get some parts and booze out of it too.
Clarence is there, waiting. Couple branch station staff at his side. And this one man, this a shorter man, standing next to him, wearing a suit, holding a leather briefcase. Gentlemen, my sister has asked me to come and collect you. She's waiting for you in the boardroom our family uses.
She should be in bed.
That's what I said, but she insists that this can't wait.
Surely it can be done from a hospital bed.
Could we get some food to the boardroom?
Sure. I assumed you had food on your ship.
I could have a real meal. I'm famished.
He nods to one of the other man with him, a taller man, and so he picks up a communicator, comes out of his inner coat pocket. He starts talking. Yeah, bring some food over. Now, giving orders.
Yeah, some steak or something would be nice.
Sure, just make it happen. Whatever.
I have the server and a overhead and like a shoulder little carry-on bag.
Okay, gentlemen. Clarence turns and starts walking. Follow me. It's just a short walk over to the lifter, and then from there we'll just be a few minutes.
I put my hand on Brick's chest. And I go close to his ear and I say, like, you bring it straight with you?
Yeah. He asked me if I brought the server. He asked me if
Is that in the carry bag?
The small man in the suit,
yeah.
His head kind of tilts over.
I just shrug. It's all right, whatever. I turn around. I follow Clarence.
I shake my head.
Into the gleaming, well-lit corridors of Branch Station. People coming and going. A fairly busy place. Crowds moving here and there. But yet the station is clean. No evidence of water staining around pipes or anything of the sort. The lift that takes is well maintained. It has a glass exterior showing the gentle curve of the interior station as it climbs towards the hub of the station. The lift is nearly silent as it rockets up on magnetic drives. Clarence in the lift says, any ideas where your plans are? I ask because I have a sheriff on hold. He keeps calling and I keep putting him on hold. He says it's absolutely vital that he speaks with you.
Why didn't you patch him through? You should probably talk to the guy.
I didn't like his tone, but
maybe also you didn't like the.
Well, I didn't.
The fact that you're keeping us against our will here.
Well, sounds like I'm getting vetoed on that particular point. He says Isabel was quite emphatic that I overstepped. But truth be told, I don't trust the sheriff, and he's claiming jurisdiction where he has none. That's why I didn't put it through. And the lawyer with him whispers a few words.
Who the heck's this guy?
This is Mr. Leander McShane. He is legal counsel for the station. He's our chief solicitor.
Wow, you guys have laws here and everything, huh? Real civilized.
Yeah. He straightens up a little bit. Of course.
You have law? But you act like you're yourself the sheriff, right, Clarence?
Well, I wear many hats, Mr. Richer. One of them is to ensure security on the station.
I'm sure whichever hat it fits the situation.
Quite so. Quite so. You know, I like you guys. I shouldn't, but I do. The lift comes to a stop. A gleaming office with panoramic views of through a glass canopy that extends viewing out into space and giving a magnificent view of the planet Eberline beyond, and off slightly to in the 3 o'clock position. There, the curve of the gate facility is barely visible. Just this way, gentlemen. Clarence leads into a
When's the next time that
finely apportioned.
When's the next time this gate's opening up? Went outside of the viewport.
Wish I knew. If it were up to us, it'd be open all the time. He stops and opens the door, slides open, revealing a long, reddish brown wood conference table, plush leather seating all around, and there, across the table from the opening, the door, is Isabel. She's there. She's got her leg propped up on a leather ottoman. It's bandaged up. There's a few little blinking lights on the bandage, monitoring her condition.
I point at the leg.
She moves to stand up as she sees who's here.
I raise my hand. Come on, at ease. Stay put. I point at the leg. They fixed that out pretty fast.
We have good doctors here. Yeah, I was very fortunate. There was some first aid that was a tourniquet that was applied. I think that was your work, Brick.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Hopefully it did something. I think I just kind of tightened. Anyways, so this is your brother? Is that right?
Yeah, this is my brother Clarence Branch, my younger brother. I'm sorry he gave you the impression that we were trying to keep you here. I think he misunderstood that I was anxious to get that item that we bought at such terrible cost.
I move toward the conference table. I pull a chair. I sit down on it.
I move to follow and sit next to Alan. I say, it was a simple misunderstanding, I'm sure.
Clarence walks around the table, the lawyer in tow.
I look at Isabella, and then I look at the rest of the crew and say, surely we don't need all those people around. We can just deal with that amongst us. We have history now.
Yeah, why do we have lawyers?
Oh, I'm sure this will be just a mere formality, as you say, Alan. One of the glass panels on the wall opposite of the door turns pivot slightly, and an orderly walks in, an assistant of some kind. She's carrying a large tray filled with sandwiches, and a young man comes in behind. He's got a large amber fluid in a crystal decanter with some tumblers. They're crystal tumblers. This is all placed on the table. We understood that you were hungry, and so I've asked our personal kitchen to prepare a few things. I hope it's okay. It was short notice. They just slapped something together. Thank you. She thanks the two serving staff who quietly fade back through that pivot glass wall, which then closes and is still opaque. In the room is Isabel, Clarence, her brother, and Leander McShane, the branch solicitor or branch family lawyer.
I reach for a sandwich and I bite in it. I start chewing on that. Pretty good.
I lick my lips looking at the decanter, but hold back. I say, I'm fine. Why do we have a lawyer here? Isabel, I thought we were I thought I was just coming to see how you were feeling. You know.
No, and I apologize. I don't want to give you the wrong impression, Brick. It's just I I find it useful if we're going to agree on some terms. You know, you've done more than I could possibly hope two strangers that shared a cab with me could possibly have done, and I want to make sure that you're treated fairly. If we enter into some kind of agreement, then my my Mr. McShane will be here to ratify, make sure that that it's legal, so that you know that our word is our bond, and we'll stand behind it, even with even to the point of putting ourselves under contract. If you understand what I mean, I just I don't. Please understand. I don't want to offend you. I don't want to offend you, John. She says.
I don't know. I heard somebody like call us like Bandit and Truan, and I reached for another sandwich.
I wasn't going to mention that, but I did hear you that. I think it sounded like it was Clarence. I'm not.
Clarence laughs. Yes, that was true. But I don't have the history that evidently you have, the lengthy history that you have with Isabel. Isabel says she sharply reprimands him, and then says,
I shrug and I say, I guess it's fair.
So, do you have it? Isabel says.
Oh, the server.
Yes.
Yes, I do. I pat my little bag. It's right here.
May I see it?
Yeah. I unzip the thing. Put the server
she just
on the table.
She just stares at it at the table.
The key is not in the server.
She looks back at you. The key. We can't use it without the key. Oh. Do you have the key?
Right. Yeah, of course.
Oh, she says, I understand. You're worried that if you just give this to me, then Clarence and security staff will just walk you to the closest airlock and jettison you. But I assure you, and she turns to the lawyer, that we will not harm Mr. Alan Richer or Mr. John Kiernan while they're in our station, nor will we hire others to harm them should they be outside of our station.
That is a lot of information you're volunteering. And
she opens the briefcase, and the lawyer opens the briefcase. He brings out a few papers. He keeps them. He passes them and a gold-plated fountain pen over to Isabel, who signs it. And then she passes it over to you.
So what is that worth?
What the hell's going on here? I'll go right out.
Clarence just shrugs. Formalities.
So this keeps you from throwing me out an airlock. Is that what I'm signing?
Absolutely. It's now registered. The lawyer says, "Hey, is this to your satisfaction, sir?"
I shook my head.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable all of a sudden. I didn't know me getting thrown out of an airlock was on the table.
Oh, well, we're used to dealing with people from Eberlein, and that seems to come up a lot.
Yeah, the funny thing, right? You just you want to play all official with the lawyer and stuff like that. But from what I understand, this server is stolen property.
Yes,
so you call us crook, but it seemed to be that we're all amongst thieves here.
Well, I can see why you would think that, Isabel says. But that, she points at the server, that wasn't rightfully his.
Yeah, what's right, what's wrong? It was his. He was in his possession.
It's 9/10 of the law.
She turns back.
Actually,
John, do you have the key? Without the key, it really isn't worth anything to us.
I have the key. I forgot about the key when I was messing with the server. While I was looking at it while you were unconscious on a hospital bed, I took the key out. I forgot that was an important part of the
server. Do you have the key on you? Can Can we get the key?
Well, I appreciate that you want the key, but now I realize I'm negotiating whether or not I'm going to get kicked out of an airlock. So I'd like to revisit where the key is after we establish that I'm not going anywhere near an airlock.
Well, we've already established that, the lawyer says.
Have we? Because I don't trust the lawyer.
Oh,
and
that's
I don't
normal.
trust this guy that decides he's the sheriff whenever he wants to be.
Yeah.
Isabel, she sighs.
Maybe we should call the Aberdeen sheriff in here as a mediator. Wouldn't he be more of a mediator than this random guy in a suit that you've hired?
If you would feel more comfortable, John, I'm sure we could get Sheriff Rhodes on the line.
Yeah,
He
why not?
keeps calling.
Bring him in.
Let's bring him
you know,
in.
Let's
see
bring
what
him
he has
in.
to say.
Seems like we don't have representation here.
Yeah.
Let's
You
bring
want
in.
him to be in on this? I'm sure
Why
I'm
not?
comfortable
At
with
the
him
point where we
knowing
are.
my business.
Well, let's just
Let's see
say
what's happened. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Let's make you an offer before we go into arbitration. Let's try to
What do you
mediate a
want?
little bit.
Sure. Why don't you tell me what you're looking for?
Okay. I think we need some parts to fix our ship.
Okay. What kind of parts?
I'll send you a list to your engineers.
Okay. Okay. Sure. And
it's not a whole lot of parts.
okay.
You know. I would like an additional tank of AM3 if you have that available. That would go really far with me.
I'll have to check. Okay.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of it. We have some.
Okay. I know what's on this server.
Okay.
And since now my life's on the line and this is less of a friendship thing, I think it's important that I get about, what do you think, 20 million $, Alan?
I just shrug. I reach for the glass decanter and one of the little glass next to it, and I pour myself a drink.
Clarence
I sit
laughs.
back in my chair. Yeah,
I stand by my labels from before.
Well, we're all...
Isabel looks hurt. John, I don't have that kind of money to give you.
20 million?
I mean,
is that really a lot?
She turns to the lawyer. What can we do? The lawyer's like, well, we may be able to. I mean, 10 million we could do. We could do that right away.
Now we're talking. Okay. Let's go with 17 million. I want the AM3 and the parts. Alan needs a bath. I also will take a couple tanks of thorium 178.
Okay.
Anything else?
I want a steak.
A steak.
Sandwich are nice, but I need to bite into something real.
Clarence has got his arms folded. He's leaning back on the leather chair, just watching. He's got a smirk on his face.
And I want some guarantee that we can leave, right? When I don't know, you can. To be honest, Clarence, being told I cannot leave kind of rubbed me the wrong way.
So I've offended our guest, Isabel. Whatever shall we do?
Well, good news. I have an idea. Fulfill your part of the deal. When we are departing the station, we will eject the key with a locator into space, and then you can retrieve the key. The key's worthless to us without the server. And that way it ensures our ability to leave without
what is our
shoving
collateral?
Us out of an airlock.
Clarence says, well, what's our collateral?
Well, I have no reason to Well, here's the issue: is that you have kidnapped us and threatened us with death.
Kidnapped?
So,
You came here.
with the nearly lifeless body of your
Yeah.
sister.
We saved
So
your
we
sister
have
twice.
saved your sister's life twice, and you've threatened our life, kidnapped us. So I feel like we should get the trust portion of
also,
the deal.
To be fair, I know your mother is not dead, and that's very regrettable. But we did also save her life once. I'm sorry we couldn't do it twice like we did with your sister, but that still should count for something. Am I right?
Also, I really liked your mother.
Yeah.
Clarence bristles a little bit at the mention of Clara, his mother.
Also, I would like to cultivate a business-like relationship with you guys.
What kind of business? The lawyer asks.
Well, we have a jump-capable vessel.
Mhm.
You guys, your jump gate maybe fires up once every month or two. I mean, you're not getting any kind of cargo into this sector on a regular basis.
Isabel nods in agreement. So where do you come in?
We'll consider the 17 million a retainer or services.
The lawyer pipes up. Will you sign a contract?
I'm laughing a bit.
So
I drink a little, I drink the
well, what
whiskey at the end.
What am I offering you? What do you want? What's
Well, we'd have to negotiate that. A retainer is one thing. It's a retainer to do what?
I lean toward Brick and I whisper to him, "Let's just fucking take the money and get out of here, man. Get what we can."
Isabel sighs audibly.
Ship goods for you. I mean, what would you want? What would you want with the jump-capable ship and no way to get out of your system?
I know what I want, Isabel would say.
I whisper again to Brick in his ear, like closer. I say, "I don't want to come back here."
Isabel turns to Clarence and the lawyer, and she says, "Look, give me a few minutes." The lawyer looks a little put out. Clarence just throws his hands up.
I wave my hand.
He gets up, grabs the lawyer by his arm, and drags the lawyer out to the lawyer's protests. Door closes.
I grab the decanter.
Isabel's there.
And I fill up by my glass, and I fill 2 other glass. One I hand to Isabel, one I hand to Brick.
I take the glass. Lean back in my chair, a little more relaxed. Takes it.
Isabel takes a drink as well. Okay. Let's be real. I'm not going to let anyone hurt you. You saved my life. That means something.
Twice,
she says, lifting up her tumbler. Twice. You also saved my mother. May she rest in peace. But
I already miss Clara. She was a lovely woman.
Well, I wish you could have known her, she says.
I'm really sorry for your loss.
Breaking up a little bit, tear down her cheek. Gentlemen, I can get you the fuel. I can probably get you the money. That's probably not a problem. It's going to take a little bit of time to get that kind of money arranged. It's going to have to move a few things around. I'm willing to do that. But what I want to talk to you about, and I trust you, John, you're going to give me the key because, like you said, it's worthless to you without the server. And the server's worthless to me without the key. So we can make that happen.
I have no interest in blackmailing you.
I didn't think you did.
Or extorting.
What I need your ship for if you're still offering, is I need to rebuild the frequency database on that gate. It's been corrupted. It's part of the reason why it's just never open. And now those few frequencies that we have, and she points at the server, have been stolen away and held as a ransom. Bleeding of this station dry as we beg, plead, and pay for the few frequencies that we can get from criminal men who've stolen them in the first place.
So you want like fresh packet?
Yes. The frequency shift. The gates constantly need updating.
So you just need the frequencies, or do you need parts out of the sector?
Well, I need the frequencies. I can't get them here. I need someone to go get them and then bring them back.
So they're not on the server.
There's some on the server. It's at least a start.
I see.
I get those. We get things starting. I can start sending ships out. But your proposal with a jump capable ship would allow us to move the timetable up dramatically. This is a backwater place. Eberline is dying under the oppressive weight of corruption. This is how we can open it up.
I think
She
it's
says,
pretty much dead.
as an idealist.
Can I have a word with my partner?
Of course, she says.
And I put my glass down, I stand up, and I go to the corner of the room. I wave to Kubrick.
Put it down. Walk over to Alan. I say, we're starting to get tied up with these people.
So I don't want to. I just want to leave here. I want to come back here. Let's grab what we can. Let's grab like whatever they're offering and get the hell out of here.
We can, maybe we can just fill our cargo hold if they don't have the liquid cash. Just take a full load to the core worlds. See what we can get for it.
What did they produce here? What did they have to offer?
I don't know.
The lawyer's fine leather briefcase still sits on the table.
They really don't, I don't know what the hell they do out here.
So what do we say? We take a payment in goods. You know, in the sooner, the sooner.
Well, do you want to get paid? I mean, we could just give it to them. I'm sure they'll let us leave. We already have our AM3. That's really a priority.
I want to get paid as well, but those people I don't trust any further than I can. The sooner we can leave, the happier I'm gonna be. But I want to get paid too.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just be reasonable. I don't want to come back here.
I don't think my offer is that unreasonable. But I don't think they can. I believe her when she says she can't get that money right away.
If we can get something to sell in the core world.
Let's go talk to her.
I'm not opposed to that. All right. I go
Isabel's
back
on a
to my
communicator
chair.
talking to someone. That's fine. No, sheriff. No. And then she closes the communicator, puts it down.
What does the sheriff want?
He's still threatening that he has a subpoena for your immediate arrest for the assault on Divot and theft of his personal property.
That would be the server, right?
Yes, the server with all of the stuff that Divot has stolen over the years.
Is he threatening to arrest you? Because you stole it.
You're the one that stole the server.
He's placing the entire blame on the two of you.
That's rather
multiple witnesses saying that you shot and severely injured Mr. Divot in his casino.
No, it's fine. We saw him later. It's fine.
You and I know that, and that's why I'm
Better
not letting
than
the
ever.
sheriff anywhere close to this station.
I did shoot him in the head. Yeah.
Yes,
Poor
you did.
time.
Okay. So
where are we at?
you get the
We can-
server. We don't really want to do this job for you.
She looks a little
So,
disappointed.
We'll
I can
give you the
understand.
server.
This isn't
and
home for you.
we just
It's
kind
not
of
very
want.
homey, you know. It's not very welcoming.
I can see why you'd say that.
Unless you want to throw a really, big number at us. I look at Alan.
I shake my head.
That's fine. She says it's fine. I understand.
What is a Aberdeen produce?
Fine spirits, leather goods.
Okay.
Can you fill our hold?
With trade goods, I suppose. Yeah,
That could be. We could make that part of the payment,
sure.
and then we'll go somewhere else where we can offload that.
And I suppose then this is goodbye.
Yes.
I'm fondling
And-
the key in my pocket. I say,
Well, I'm sure. I'm sorry, John. You look like you were about to say something.
Can you? So let's make the deal. You give us the parts and the AM3 if you have the AM3.
Mm-hmm.
Give us, let's say, fill our hold with leather goods,
and fine spirit.
textiles.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll take some fine spirits, obviously. More of a and then we'll say maybe 500,000 for our trouble.
Done.
Yeah, and the sooner the let's make that a speedy thing so we can get out of here.
If we both agree that this is what you'd like, can we forego the formality of you dumping the key in space?
I look at Brick.
I rub my chin and say, I trust you, Isabella. It's your brother, the one that imprisoned us.
My younger brother
with his team
is
of
not in
lawyers.
charge of this station, she says. And notwithstanding my injury,
I don't know.
I'm
if he
in
sees
charge.
it that way.
You should be careful about this whole thing with your brother, right? Like I've seen a lot of like those family thing turn pretty sour when the parents die.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that can happen.
And we won't be here to save your life a third time.
That won't be necessary.
Also, there is the matter of the sheriff.
Right.
It'd be nice if we get out into space that had a little insurance in our pocket to make sure we weren't picked up immediately.
Well, if you can provide me the key now, John, that'll give me the frequencies to get that gate active. And then the sheriff's not an issue. You can transition through the gate and then jump through there. No one's following.
We don't need
I
the
look
gate.
at I look at
No, you don't,
I look at
but-
Brick and I say that save some AM3, right? It's sure cheaper to go to the gate if somebody else is paying.
That's right. She points at Alan. That's right. You can save that AM3 in the tank.
But is the guy's gonna get us to another like fucking shit tier world?
I won't know until I can examine the frequencies on that drive, on that server.
I think I'm rather keep the terms of our agreement
Very well.
as professional as possible. I'm sure that you have good intentions. It's just
I
I
understand.
don't trust your brother. That's all.
I understand. I should be able to get the trade goods that that shouldn't be an issue. We should be able to get that within the hour. The other items, you had said some parts for your ship.
I pull out a handheld device and I hit a couple buttons on it, and I say I'm uploading it to your public database now.
Oh, here, you can just send it. She reaches for her communicator. Just tap my phone, tap my communicator, it'll come across.
I throw it over there.
Boom, she's got it. Okay, that's it. No, that's no big deal. I was worried it was something more significant. The thruster is not a big deal. We could have that again. That's maybe a couple hours.
All right then. Hopefully,
I'll meet your engineers on the ship.
Okay. She outlines the deal as she understands it: the 500,000 in currency, the trade.
That is kilo dollars, not Eberlin.
Of course, kilo dollars. Yes, given where you're going, it's Eberlin currency is going to be worthless. She lists off those things: the tank of thorium, as well as if they have whatever store of AM3 they have that they can transfer that over to. She outlines that all out, and then presses a button on her communicator, and the door opens, and the lawyer comes back in, straightening his suit as he sits down.
I'm getting up. I finish my glass of whiskey.
She turns to the
decanter. I refill it. I down it again. I grab 2 sandwiches in each end.
I just look at him and I say, "You got pockets too, don't you?"
Take the whole tray.
I grab the decanter.
She talks to the lawyer, explaining the terms that she's agreed to. He quickly and with a very practiced hand writes it all out, then puts it into his briefcase. The briefcase hums, and then he pulls out a legal document with all of the terms on it, and passes this piece of paper over for John to review.
I'm heading toward the door.
It's the typical legalese, but the terms of it are correct. All of the various paragraphs and subparagraphs describe the transaction between the two of you, concluding, and the remedies for each party if there's some issues. For example, under the heading of should the key not be delivered, there's a alarming any and all means necessary to retrieve said property, including.
Is this written contract really necessary?
Isabel shrugs. No, between you and I, but this is the way we do things on Branch Station. The lawyer passes over the fountain pen. Yeah.
Thumbprint, ident, sign it.
It's quickly, the signed document is whisked back into the leather briefcase. The lawyer stands up and abruptly leaves the room, leaving you with Isabel.
I'm standing by the door of the conference room, looking at Brick, tapping my feet. Handful of sandwich.
Isabella,
she struggles to her feet. She struggles to her feet, standing.
Stop.
She's like, no. She offers her hand.
Take her hand and I shake it.
Thank you.
I nod my head at her.
Walk across the room towards Alan. Say, that wasn't terrible. I guess 500,000.
We'll get out of here, right?
Server's probably worth 100 times that.
In this kind of life, you need to get used to get paid pennies on the dollar.
The boardroom door opens, sliding soundlessly on well-oiled tracks. Standing just outside in the gleaming white hallway, the stars above and the planet, and it's in the skylights above. One of the orderlies is waiting there. No sign of Clarence. The orderly nods. I'm here to guide you back to the lift, which will take you down to the dry dock station. You're in bay C5, gentlemen. C5.
All right. I think we can find our way back. Right?
Of course. He walks ahead to the lift, presses his thumb on the lift to summon it. It opens. Ready. The lift is empty.
I get in.
I get into.
I look at the button and I look at Brick. I say, can you press it for me, please?
I hug the decanter and I press the button. I say C5. Were we on C5? I don't remember. I didn't pay attention. Okay.
Yeah.
The lift descends rapidly, giving you that same panoramic view of the interior of the gleaming branch station, so out of place in the Eberlein system.
So what's the plan? What's the next the plan here, Alan? Just go to the core worlds.
Let's go to the core world and find some decent employment there.
Offload some leather goods, some exotic.
It's also where we're gonna get the best price, right? Just like those are rare commodity over there.
Yeah, I think
real leather.
Play it up like an exotic leather straight from the frontier.
Yeah. A legitimate source of income. Can you imagine that?
Semi-legitimate.
I guess. We didn't steal it.
It's secondhand. Yeah. It's legitimate-ish.
It's as close as we'll get, I guess.
At least it's not dusty. I got to get all the dust out of the freaking ship. Just floats in there.
I got it. I need to get it out of my hair.
Yeah, I think I negotiated the bath for you, but I don't think it was in the contract. So,
you know what? I'll just take a shower in the ship, and then I'll wait until we're in a place that is a little more civilized.
Yeah.
A low tone indicates the lift has arrived. Just outside of C5.
Walk outside of the lift. Look around at the...
It's a busy causeway. Lots of people coming and going. And there in stenciled, a luminescent lettering, this Bay C5.
I'll walk toward it. So you can make my way toward the ship.
The door opens, revealing the cargo or the bay. There's some cargo loaders that are moving in and loading things in. Evelyn, was left at the ship, is apoplectic. She's yelling, "What is going on? What are you doing? What is that stuff? Why are you loading this in?" Off to the side, there's some high-vis protective gear wearing technicians that have pulled apart some panels and are pulling out the damaged thruster number 3. And on an anti-grav cart, another thruster is being unpacked and assembled. Evelyn is over there yelling at, "What are you doing? Stay away from that. You're not. Who are you people?" She's shouting.
I break into a sprint as I'm like running over there. Hey, you're supposed to wait for me.
Oh,
I
sorry.
walk toward Evelyn, and I say, "Hey, I brought you a sandwich," and I extend my hand to her.
I'm starving. She takes it and takes a massive chomp out of the sandwich. Wow, is that real cucumber in that? Wow.
I'm starting
She's
eating
just-
the other sandwich that's left in my hand.
She's like, but
I
what
got
is
2
with
more
all
in the
these
other.
people? What are they doing with your ship? Do you know that
We
they're
made a deal.
loading things in?
Yeah, we made a deal. We're gonna do some trading.
Move up to the. I run up to the new thruster on the grav little forklift. And I say, and I start inspecting. I say, "You guys are supposed to wait for me to be here, supervise the repairs."
Oh, sorry, Mr. Kiernan. I just got the work order through. It said it was urgent to drop what we were doing and come and install this new thruster. It came right from my boss. Said that it came from station command. I don't know.
I'm rubbing my hand across it, like inspecting it. Almost like he's just talking to a wall, just taking a good look at the quality of the part.
Better than what was broken. Not brand new, but rebuilt well.
I say, all right. Where's this thruster coming from?
Oh, this was a salvage.
No.
But
Probably.
it's in good. We've tested it. It works. It should be fine.
Looks clean.
Only slight adjustments to get it to fit. That's why everyone likes these ships. He points at the horizon. You know, they're easy to work on. Highly customizable. Got a good ship here.
Yeah, I know.
Technicians are moving around.
I extend my
all over it.
my hand with the 2 other sandwich and I extend them to Evelyn. I say, "Here, help yourself. I'm gonna go take a shower." And I climb in the ramp, head toward the back of the ship.
I follow the thruster into the engine room and begin to oversee the connection into this thruster system.
Engineers, other technicians working away, calibrating the thruster. A few of them communicating over to Brick. Can you do just a half second? We just need a small burn. Want to make sure it's working. Just clear the thruster. Everyone clears away.
I hit the manual override button.
Sure enough, fires. And a little bit of fine tuning. The technicians immediately, yep, okay. See, now there's a slight, like the flow is a little off, and we just got to adjust a little bit. Should be about 10 minutes work will be done. At the same time, the communicator that you had tapped against Isabel's communicator bings again. A message has arrived. It's a money transfer.
It's over about 10 feet away. I walk over, pick up my communicator.
Boom. From the branch station, the corporation of the branch station, a money transfer. 500,000 kilo dollars.
I send a message to Isabella with a frequency on it for the transponder I'm going to attach to the key.
She immediately responds back, "Thank you again. Sorry I couldn't convince you to stay on with us, but well, Godspeed."
Alan has come to expect a certain standard. He doesn't like to get dirty as much.
She sends back the emoji indicating that for her part the communication is ending.
Check the durable communicator over onto a table. grab some of the other smaller parts and begin to fasten them. I said, "Don't mess with those flow rates. I got them like I want them."
All right. The lead technician whistles. Wrap it up. The technicians gather up their tools, and that anti-grav forklift start moving away as the last of the cargo is loaded into the back. Evelyn munching on a sandwich, watching as the crates of large bolts of the finest leather produced on Eberline are loaded in. These large bolts of cloth, this authentic leather. Thoughtfully
I'm getting
chewing
up
on
the
her
shower.
sandwich.
Getting up the shower, just putting on my slack. I go back in the mess hall. I just like crash down on the couch there. Lie down a bit on my side, getting ready for a quick nap.
I got a cigarette in my mouth, tweaking everything, just going through all the checks, doing a full diagnostic of the thruster.
The horizon.
I'll be busy for like an hour, 2 hours, maybe.
Evelyn sets up in the galley again. She's busy on her communicator, sending out, kind of contacting the few people that she still can while she's still in system. Waiting for Alan to finally come out of that shower so she's waiting. It's a bunch of peppering him with questions. Some of them while he's still in the shower. So where are we going?
I'm gonna go somewhere in the core, I guess. I haven't decided yet.
Can't wait. I mean, it's a good thing you got leather, she says. I know a lot about leather.
Yeah? You know how to sell it?
Absolutely.
Because that's the only thing that interests us. Are you buying?
No, I'm not buying.
You got any money, by the way?
I've got a little bit. I squirreled a few kilo dollars away. And yes, I know to carry kilo dollars now.
You'll need it when you go to the car. It's expensive over there.
Well, it's exciting. I can't wait to leave.
I'm sure you'll be able to find a way to make money if you're in trouble. But
well, she says, she pats her fine revolver, her sidearm. I'm not a bad shot.
Yeah, you cannot just fucking lug that around the car either.
What? You mean I can't carry in the core?
They don't look too fine on that. It is what it is. It's civilized world. It's gonna change you, you'll see.
Well, civilized, hey? All right. Well, it's an adventure, and I signed up, so I'm ready to go, she says.
Where's Brick?
I've got I've got some music blaring in the engine room as I run through my maintenance procedures. Over the course of the diagnostic, I've slowly been stripping off all these fine clothes I purchased. I'm just doing everything in like boxers and a muscle t-shirt and like socks. I'm like checking gauges, smoking a cigarette. Got a clipboard.
Checking out. Another cart arrives in the bay. This one's being escorted by 3 technicians. Just carefully escorting this small anti-grav cart towards the horizon.
Poke my head from around one of the main engine units. Is that the fuel?
Yes, sir. We've got this is what we were told to bring here. We've got some AM3 checks his digital clipboard AM3, and I'm also supposed to deliver some thorium, but we just have the AM3 right now. Thorium's on its way.
give a little silent fist pump out of view of those guys. I'm like, good, AM3, good. That'll come in handy. Why don't you just put it right there? I'll pick it up in a minute.
The three technicians maneuver the canister on this anti-grav over to the ramp, and then they carefully lift it off and set it down just at the bottom of the ramp. Turn around and leave.
Put my hand on the tank.
thorium will be coming in shortly.
Put my hand on the tank and check the pressure gauge, see how full it is.
There's 3 full units, but they're compressed units, so could be 6.
I get up from the couch and I go meet with Brick. I'm still like just in my canvas slack, bare chest, bare feet. I walk to where Brick is. I say, Brick.
I'm like on top of something with the ratchet.
Come close to him.
Like, hey. Oh. Bang my head against the top. Hey.
What if we...
They had AM3.
Oh, great news.
Yeah. And they set the cache.
Good. I was thinking of something while in the shower. You know this key drop thing?
Yep.
What if we were to take Clarence with us and then give him the key, and then when we're out, just before jump, we send him on a spacewalk, right? In a space suit. So, and then they can come pick it up. Then
I got a transponder I can just attach to it. It's fine. It's one of the GPS components from my drone stash.
I think you're missing the point. I'm still a bit salty.
You want a space clearance?
Yes.
Just to space them? No offense, man, but these guys have been pretty forthright with their end of the deal.
All right.
I don't think now's the time to get petty about it.
Maybe yeah.
They should give me a shower.
Yeah. Maybe I got a bad nap, right? This fucking Evelyn gal asking question, like she's gonna have a shock in the civilized world. She's a diamond in the rough. Needs some refinement. She's gonna end up in a brothel within the month.
I can hear you. This isn't a big ship, Evelyn says from the galley. Do you guys never wash your dishes? This is disgusting.
I look at Rick. What do you need?
It's like, well, when I need a dish, I'm washing it.
Well, if you need to keep yourself busy, Evelyn, while we're waiting for the ship to be loaded.
I'm not your maid, she says. But the sound of dishes being washed and put away is still, as they clink together, still echoes through the halls of the horizon.
I look at Brick and say, you do a favor to somebody, man, and that's how they treat you.
I don't know, man.
All right, I'll let you be. And I slap him on the back, turn around, go back away. I go in the cockpit, I head to the bridge.
From the bridge, another cart is visible coming into this dockyard. This cart's long. It's a long canister. There's some hoses wrapped up on it, on the side of it. Has a volatile warning label on the side of the canister. A few technicians in protective gear walking beside it. It's a thorium refueling cart.
I'm just like looking at the different dial on the ship, looking at everything is like fine, making some adjustment.
I see the thorium canister coming up the ramp, and I put my cigarette out. and walk over and I say, "Hey, boys."
Yeah, so we're here to top up some tanks. You got auxiliary tanks. What are we doing here? I've
Yeah,
got
it shouldn't
orders
take.
to fill you up.
We were. I think we're actually taking the tank. So.
Oh, really? He's like, all right then. So
You can put that over there.
he
I pointed
wheels it over into the cargo area. It settles to the ground as he deactivates the anti-grav cart, and the refueling canister just gently settles on the ground with a bit of a thud. The deck of the Horizon kind of shudders a little bit with the extra weight.
I walk over to it and begins going through the protocols to secure it properly. And I say, hit the communicator. I look back at the technicians while in my boxer shorts, and I go, "All right, thanks."
They leave in a hurry. Like, is that guy wearing boxy shorts? He's got socks on. Like, they're all in personal protective gear. They leave.
I say, we got the
shaking their
last of
heads.
it. We can leave. I think we're pretty much ready. The rest of the diagnostic, I think I can do that while we're in jump space.
All right, great news then. I'll start getting the engine ready.
I hit a big button on the next to the ramp. Start ringing the ramp up.
Yep.
Make sure to make the agreement with the ski thing, right?
Yep. I walk over to my tool box area, my little craft station where I make my drones, and pull out one of the locators that I use for my drones. Tie it to the key.
I send a communication to the docking station. I say, like, I press on the communicator, the radio. I say, "Hello, docking station. This is the Horizon. We're about to get off now, okay?"
Roger that.
Yeah, we're gonna leave.
And
then I start flipping some switch to turn on the engine, warming up the system.
Some amber lights start spinning on the ceiling of the dock, as warning anyone there that the main door is about to open. And then with a loud klaxon warning any others before the atmosphere is evacuated back into the station to preserve it. The outer doors click, the docking clamps on the Horizon release with an audible mechanical sound, and then the doors silently move now that there's no atmosphere. It's just a rumble in the deck plates of the Horizon as those heavy doors open, revealing space beyond.
I reach in the little cabinet nearby my piloting console, and I grab a little pouch of tobacco, and I'm rolling a cigarette, put it in my mouth, light it up.
Transfer power into the engines, and as that's happening, I reach over and grab a set of coveralls in my little workstation, start putting them on. Step into some boots.
I press on the intercom to the engineering bay. I say, "Bricks, you ready?"
Yep.
All right.
I walk over to an airlock and put the key inside the airlock. Shut it up.
I press on the ship communicator for the whole ship, and I say, "Well, hang on to something. We're getting out into space." And then I
Evelyn
get the
screams in outrage. She hasn't had time. She was in the middle of something. There's a crash in the galley as she goes bouncing off some table or something. And she's swearing like only a cowgirl knows how to swear. That give a girl some time, like this. As the horizon leaves,
holding on to like this some handle, and I go, oh shit, and the decanter is on my work table and it falls over, crystal bottle shattering. I'm like
as I get the ship out like of the bay, like pretty briskly.
just outside the branch station, a fast attack craft there's waiting for acknowledgement of a key. So communicator rings. Brick, your communicator rings again.
this is Kiernan.
It's Isabel. Okay. We're ready anytime. Drop the key. We're good to go.
I don't like this fast attack craft right out here.
He's just holding station. As soon as we have the key, he'll depart.
We're gonna get a little distance first.
This is far enough, John. Let's not ruin a good thing.
Yeah. I pull up a scan.
I'm getting the horizon, like not super fast, but speedily, like away from the attack craft. I'm moving away.
It's pacing along.
I say, Brick, I told you we should get Clarence with us.
It's the same problem.
Of a spacewalk.
It'd be the same problem. They'd just be a little more upset. I guess it's time for that leap of faith. I got power convert to the engines. Get ready to blast off, all right? And I'm
ready, man.
Slap a button on the airlock, opening the exterior door, letting the atmosphere in that compartment rush out.
The key is out. Transponder active.
We're clear.
Immediately, the fast attack craft fires its retro thrusters and veers off to intercept the key.
I just, for safe measure, I just put the full power to the thruster and I go as far as I can, showing what this little baby has into it.
Make a fuel check for me. It's the full thrusters of the horizon light up.
Yeah.
Everything is fine-tuned. A streak of ionized gas from the large thrusters of the horizon leaves a line of glowing radiation behind the horizon that stretches off for thousands of feet as it streaks away.
I'm just staring at the scanner to see what the fast attack craft does.
Not following. Weapons lock already off.
I send a communication to Isabella. I say, pleasure doing business with you.
Thanks again, John.
I hope if I come through here again, maybe we can do business.
Absolutely. Perhaps we'll trust one another a little more next time.
I think it's warranted.
All right. You take care. And then she cuts the communication. A light starts blinking in the cockpit. It's a flashing light.
Look at what's there now. I look at my sensor.
It's a hailing message.
I press on it to listen. This the horizon?
Yeah, this is Sheriff Cecil B. Rhodes. Heave to and prepare to be boarded.
Nah, thank you. We're not interested.
What you get? You can't just blast out of here. This is Eberline. and you've offended the wrong men. Heave to. A ship appears on the sensor as it streaks out, attempting to match velocities with the horizon.
I hit the intercom and I say, "Hey, someone's following us."
I saw that. Maybe you want to come here.
Yeah, I'm on my way up.
Yep.
I will blast you out of space if you don't heave to. Prepare to be boarded.
All right, catch us if you can.
Why
And
you?
I turn my thruster on, divert the power to the. Oh, it's already there. Moving away. I'll
running through the narrow
maneuvering.
corridors of the spine of the ship.
I press on the ship communicator. I say, like, everybody might want to hold on to something.
More swearing from the galley as Evelyn
Like holding
scrambles to get a hold of something.
Holding the walls, make it kind of claw my way up.
Piloting check is as the sheriff is in hot pursuit.
I'm gonna make that a 4.
Something happens on the sheriff's rickety ship. There's a loud, or the sensors pick up something happens with one of his main thrusters, and the ship starts cartwheeling through space.
Hey, I'm at the entrance to the bridge. I say, "What's going on? Is it the sheriff?"
It's the sheriff and Divot. Like, can you get us like a jump out of here?
Yeah, let's start our jump protocols.
Yes. Where are we gonna go? New Amsterdam?
Yeah, you've been talking about New Amsterdam for a while. Let's do it.
Yeah, I think it's be a good place for the little girl in the back.
All right. I said, all right. And I go ahead and run back to the back to start the jump procedures.
Yeah, I'll keep them at bay.
There's your chain.
Okay. So round 1. Right?
Round 1.
Okay.
Roll twice because I got the boon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll take a 5. Oh, it's a crit, right? Or no?
So the 6 will cancel out one of the 5s.
Yeah.
Okay. First round. The computations are working just fine. The sheriff, for what it's worth, is wrestling with an unruly ship.
I hit the communication with the sheriff and I say, like, just turn around, boy. You're out of your lead depth here.
And a mechanical voice answers, "You stole something that was mine, and I want it back." Divot's voice, mechanical, comes through on the ship.
Don't pin that on me. It's the other girl. Go deal with her in the station.
I remember who shot me, he says.
I'm in the engine room now. Over a large panel of star charts, and start coiling up things.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh,
another 6. Okay. Only a 1 and a 3 remain for the jump.
The 1, it doesn't count.
The 1 doesn't count.
1 doesn't count. Excuse me. Yes, I remember. Just the 3 remains. In desperation, the sheriff and Divot launch missiles from the failing ship, the sheriff's ship that's floundering. The missiles spread out like a sudden constellation. Their drives.
I see my sensor indicate, like, telling me there's incoming. I quickly go on the communicator, say, hold on to something, and then I do like some evasive maneuver. Evasive maneuver.
Yep.
Yes. Sorry. Oh, potential crit.
Wow. Whoa. There you go.
Whoa.
Okay, there's some things happening now.
Um,
Yeah. So
in an absolutely picturesque movement, the horizon pirouettes, spins, dances through space. The missiles lose lock, their warheads confused, several of them collide. There's a fratricide that happens as the missiles blow up, blossoming in round orange explosions, completely missing and putting the horizon on a perfect trajectory for the final jump calculation.
The sound inside of the engine room is starting to get higher pitched as the jump drive starts spooling. It's also got a little bit of a rattle to it.
Boom,
And
just enough. The horizon
here we go.
disappears. It stretches out infinitely long and then boom, gone as it transitions faster than light, jumping out of Eberlein, leaving the sheriff and Divot, whatever avatar he's wearing now, far, far behind.
I take a breather. I look at my cigarette in my mouth, the ash getting long. I tip it on the ashtray that is glued to the console.
I look at the jump drive and listening to that rattle, like shaking my head at hoping for the best.
I get up my chair. I go to the mess hall. I look at Evelyn.
She's
First time
picking up
jumping,
things
right?
that were. Yeah, I thought I'd have a little more warning. I guess I'll know for next time. She's putting things away that had fallen in the galley that weren't properly secured when the ship went into its not evasive maneuvers, but when the main thrusters lit up. She's
I go back. I continue my way to the back of the ship in the engineering bay.
I
look at
hit the ship intercom and I say, "We're in we're in jump space. If you didn't know." Take it off. I sit down and just look at the engines.
I go look at I talk to Brick. Good job, man. Any damage?
I don't think so. Looks good. Easy jump.
The old girl is holding up.
Yeah. I don't know where this jump drive came from, but I'm looking forward to doing an overhaul on that too. Say,
how long for the jump?
About 24 hours.
All right. I think I'll go get some rest, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna, I don't know. There's been a lot of dirty other people's hands on this ship over the last couple days. Just gonna make sure no one's done anything that I didn't want them to do.
Don't kill yourself, man. And I back in the mess hall. Look at Evelyn. So you might want to find something to do. This jump's gonna take quite a while.
Well, I'm pretty beat with all this excitement. I think I'm gonna
point
turn
to the
in.
Couch.
Yeah,
we don't have a guest room really, but
that's fine. I'm okay here. She says. She lays back on the bench couch there, the booth. Takes her cowboy hat from where it was sitting on the floor underneath the table, and she puts it down over her eyes and falls asleep.
I'll be in my bunk and I head toward my little hole where I sleep. I lie down.
I walk over to my workbench pick up some of the parts that I requested from the station and pull out a few and pull my soldering iron over, and I start working on a new Zero Palbot with the parts that I acquired from them.
Right on. I think we'll call it there. That seems like a good place to call it as you're building up a new drone and Alan's finally getting some sleep as the Horizon swims through this hyperspace towards New Amsterdam. Not a core world, but certainly a lot closer to the core worlds than Eberlein. Maybe an intermediate system.
It's a not core.
Yeah. Definitely a much larger hub than
It's like suburb.
where you're heralding from.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
What did you think of that?
There was a lot of the negotiation.
There was a lot of negotiation there.
I liked it.
Yeah, I also enjoyed it.
It was good.
I don't know how action packed that was, but I was happy about it. I enjoyed playing.
Yeah,
Right on.
I like. It doesn't have always be action packed. I like that, right?
Yeah, I agree. Obviously.
Yeah.
A little bit of action at the end.
Yeah.
The sheriff trying to run you down.
What'd you think, Crispy?
I thought it was good. The negotiations went a lot longer than I expected to, but
Yeah,
I didn't know where they were going to go.
I didn't know where they were going to go either. It's kind of weird because, when you talk about like movies and stuff and try to make those comparisons, we don't do out of character planning.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like that in character. This is what the deal should be. This is what our plan should be.
Right.
That stuff.
Yeah.
Takes a while.
Yeah, that's true. We could, if we talk in between session, we could have a cut of that, but like we try not to because we want to have like a more genuine experience. Well, at least that's what I want, what I try to achieve.
Yeah. I'm a little worried I'm losing my character. You know what I mean?
You think so?
Yeah. I don't know that I was in character much. Like it felt like I wasn't. Was I Brick?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Felt like you were.
I thought so. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I thought so.
No, yeah, like I like the scene with like when you're like protective of the ship and then like working on stuff and like I like that.
Yeah, I like that scene a lot too.
I think also like one thing that sometimes I think we're not, and again that's the thing of a resolution being defined, right, being increased, but like in the money and stuff like that, like 20 million, like it seemed like outrageous to me.
20 million is $2 million real dollars, though.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
$2 million, is it?
Yeah.
Crispy has made that service seem like it's like worth a lot of money to me. I don't know.
Sure.
I was getting like $100 million server vibes.
Yes. Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
I had like
a lot. Like it's,
you know, when you watch those Guy Ritchie movie, right, and so like people like killing each other for like
for nothing.
10,000.
Yeah. Well, that was pre-inflation.
Yeah. That's the vibe I had. Like, so like when you see like 20 million, it's like, you see a lot of a criminal like doing a lot of dumb shit for like 10,000, right?
10,000. Yeah.
So for the folks at home, a kilo dollar is, or 10 kilo dollars is effectively the same as $1 now.
Yeah.
It's 2024 US dollar.
There you go.
Maybe Canadian. I don't know what these guys.
No, it's not that. It's worth more than that.
Yeah, come on. That'd be ridiculous.
Not trash. Yeah.
I wouldn't like bat an eyes at 20 million then.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it's Canadian dollars. Oh, forget it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, we can give you that.
So effectively we got out. So effectively we got out with like $50,000 in US dollars.
But full tank of fuel and cargo, and the cargo could be worth a lot more.
Could be.
In fact, is worth a lot more.
Especially if we have a seasoned clothier.
Yeah.
strangely a convenient skill set to have. All of
Yeah,
a
hey,
sudden,
that's a nice
Oh, so
coincidence.
you think we establish her with a business?
no, I think she can be our.
She could just move
She
it.
can.
She could be
I
the
don't know.
fence.
I don't know.
You know that I think this. I like this deal with the goods because now
Yeah.
it's a seed for something that we need to do in the next time when we arrive, like
Yeah.
in the system, right?
Oh, true. Yeah, that's true.
You got something to lose and
Bother
something
you
to do.
that I just say like New Amsterdam? That's where we're going.
No,
You
that's
Nah,
I'm
it's
fine with
What
it.
is a place called that?
There is now. So, and it's from the Dutch. They were involved, I guess.
I like how
So-
you were like, "This will be a good place for her." I like because you're just like convinced she's gonna end up a whore.
and that's why I was like, I can
To be
hear
honest,
you. It's enough.
I
Isn't that big?
I didn't I didn't think about that like
Yeah.
before seeing that. But after saying that, it's, oh man, okay, could have been taken the wrong way.
I
I don't
like
know
that.
why.
Now
I
we've
like that
talked
part
about
where we were like, "She's just gonna end up being some whore." So he's like, "I can hear you.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm in the next room, like 20 feet away from you."
She's 20 feet away. Excuse me.
I'm
We've talked.
enjoying that NPC a lot. Actually.
Oh, Evelyn. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I'm not.
yeah. I
quite
like
sure.
the relationship you have with her.
I do too. I like the relationship
I
you
like-
have with her.
Yeah.
We've talked a
Or, like-
lot. We've mentioned the possibility of rotating game masters for this game. Well, I guess we'll talk about that afterwards and see if Phil wants to rotate seats or Max, whatever.
I only
Maybe.
brought it up because you brought it up.
That's
Yeah,
right.
So
I
I was
did.
wondering what kind of character you wanted to play.
I'll give it some thought and see.
Yeah.
But I'm also okay. I like seeing what happens with your characters too. So
I also like seeing what happens with my characters.
yeah,
Yeah,
what's gonna happen with
we're
Evelyn?
kind of invested with there's kind of something going on, right?
Sure.
There's an ongoing story.
Sure.
I think
I
we
like
wanna do the same stuff.
I think I would more like because I don't know what would happen to Brick if we did that. Guess I
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
turn him
either.
into an NPC, but I don't really want to do that.
No, he'd have to
I
go
think
do
it was like-
something else.
I think it would be a good what would be a good time like if one of our guy would get like arrested or like incapacitated or some reason, right? And then
Yeah,
could be a good point
hospitalized.
to or dead, right? Maybe then
Or
that's the
dead.
time to rotate the GM.
That was a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
that
what
works.
I told Crispy he'd have to kill my character.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So
I
told
didn't
him
really
I'd
have the
kill him
chance.
off.
I mean, I hinted at airlocks, but I didn't really have the chance to.
Dude, that was really strange. That was kind of freaking me out. I was like, oh shit, these guys are probably gonna murder us.
I still think we should have like tried to get Clarence to walk.
Just petty.
Just
Being
petty.
about it.
Yeah.
Instead,
good.
you know, like I did with Richard. What I figure out is like possession comes and go,
Mhm.
but if you tell him like he's not allowed to leave, that pisses him off.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Yeah.
that's the
Good rule.
trait. Yeah.
So you want to do chat real quick? Or-
Well, sure. Yeah, we just have a couple. So,
Oh yeah.
Dare to Wonder popped in to say hello. Thank you for that.
Hello, Dare to
And
Wonder.
Marzaic, who's been he's been in on a few of these, so saying he's been enjoying it and the previous sessions. So thank you very much. I'll show you those comments here for everybody. That's the two comments we have, and so thanks to everyone who watched while we were doing this live, and then if those that'll catch it on the replay. I'm having a great time with this. It's a lot of fun to see where this thing goes. Great characters, and just a great time. So we'll hopefully see everybody next Monday, and we'll keep it going. Now we're in a different system, so maybe a different aesthetic, and we'll see what happens with that. Should be good. So
That's gonna be
We'll end
interesting.
this-
To see, like a more civilized world, maybe just like having
Yeah,
something
maybe
different.
maybe next week we'll be in a more civilized world.
yeah,
Yeah.
not so
Oh,
Wild
one
West.
one thing also about the jump, like you said, 24-hour. That's a pretty long time.
I thought it
What
was
we agreed
8
upon.
hours per jump die. I thought that's
Oh,
what
is
we
that-
agreed on.
Mhm.
I thought we agreed on. Oh, is it okay? Maybe I'm mistaken then. I thought it was like 3 hour per jump drive.
It might be 3. I thought it was 8. I
Mhm.
kind of like
Oh
8.
no. I think 3 is like with the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gates are faster.
gates were faster. I remember
Gate
that.
are faster. Yeah, yeah. That's fine. 24
okay.
hours.
I didn't count the 1.
No, and
I
you
don't know if
shouldn't.
I
I
should.
forgot that.
You're
Like
right.
when you
Yeah,
roll
As
those,
far as the 8 hours goes,
Yeah.
no, I don't know
Yeah.
if you should
you don't
with
count the
8.
ones.
No,
Yeah,
we
the
said that one shouldn't count either because like it's like you found like a very good path, a very good resonance, right?
Yep.
Cool.
And I like that because now we'll be able to start like rested, and we can like get rid of all those like
I forgot I failed a roll. I have an extra karma now.
That's how that works.
I have no karma at all.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll catch you on the next one. And thanks again to Max and Phil for joining in this game. And who knows? We may have others.
Good luck, America.
Yeah. And yeah, I guess if you're American, you should probably vote tomorrow.
Godspeed, America.
We'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.